Welcome back to the RV Rundown. I'm your host Barry, and this is a segment where we take a look at some of the hottest floor plans on the market today. I'm inside of a new 2023 Forest River Rockwood Mini Lite 2516S. This thing's really cool as far as like couples coaches or solo traveling coaches go. I love this layout. There's a lot to be desired here. It comes in right at about 26 foot in length, and it's right at about 6,000 pounds dry. So there's a lot of the market that can actively tow this vehicle today. I want to get started right here in the front of it, where I'm in the front cap basically. This is the front kitchen arrangement. I think they've taken really good use of the space here. They've given us this big L-shaped countertop. It's solid surface, so that's nice. Easy to clean up. Definitely something that lasts a long time. It won't ever swell like some laminate countertops will. They've given us a lot of the appliances that we see in other comparable travel trailers of its size. So we have the glass covered 3-burner cooktop with an oven down beneath. Nice Magic Chef microwave up top behind me. We have a dual basin stainless steel sink with a high-rise faucet. They've given us these really cool little sink covers with a drain there. That way we can, do dishes, clean up, and also just kind of extend our counter space just to have a little bit more prep room. Notice that we do have a big window in the very front. That's an automotive grade glass windshield that's out there. We'll take a look at that outside. And of course, all of this has blinds to cover everything up. As a matter of fact, they're roller shades, so they roll up and down, pretty simply and easily. I like that. There's other things that are here in this kitchen. Notice that we've got GFCI plugs readily available on either side. There's a USB plug. We have an inverter on board because this is equipped with a 200-watt solar panel on the roof, a 1,000-watt inverter, and that can tie back in to the battery system and be run by a 30-amp charge controller. By clicking the inverter on, we have access to multiple plugs throughout the trailer that we can plug in appliances or laptops or other things and run off the batteries alone. Rockwood thinks about a lot of little things and gives you some fun stuff. For example, they've gone ahead and pre-installed a tire monitoring system. So this is a tire pressure monitoring system that goes into the vehicle so we can see what's going on with your tire pressure while you're running down the road. I think that's pretty nice of them to give us things like that. And this kitchen does have plenty of storage. There's real wood cabinets up here, nice shelving up above. There's pantry space in the sense that we've got nice big open shelving areas to the left of the kitchen. And of course our Magic Chef refrigerator. It's a 12-volt refrigerator that's becoming more and more common these days. It's nice and large with a big freezer compartment. Now, they did add even more pantry in the sense that right here by our entrance, if I open this guy up, we have kind of a dual use space. This could be for keeping all of your snacks, which is something I might heavily consider doing, and I'll talk more about that later when we close the slides up. Or you could pull these shelves out and use this as a coat closet for when you come through the door. So that's kind of versatile, really. Which brings us into our living room. Once you've hung up your coat and kicked off the shoes, you want to cut on the TV, maybe the fireplace to be cozy. If it's going to be a little bit cold outside, that can help offset some of your LP by using that electric heater down there. But they've done something nice in the sense that we've got our theater seating that's on the slide, and it's directly across from our TV. So there's no craning our head to look 90 degrees at a TV. If you were working in the kitchen and you wanted to see whatever was on, this thing does sit on a swing arm, so it does angle back and out if you wanted to. And that swing arm is on the same mount as the TV mount that's on the exterior sidewall. We'll look at that when we go outside. I think that's all pretty cool. Having recliners right there, right across from entertainment. You've got integrated speakers and a Bluetooth head unit. It's all just really well put together. When we push to the back, we land in our bedroom. The bedroom has a queen bed on a slide. So this model is the big brother to Rockwood Mini Lite 2516S, where the queen bed is not on a slide. It's just kind of in this room. By putting it on the slide, yes, we add a little extra weight to the trailer, but we gain so much. We get all of this floor space, plus we get a huge closet. This thing has loads of hanging space should you need it. There's drawers down beneath it for extra storage as well. And then up under the bed, if I give this a lift, let me find the handle there. There we go. It's strut assisted, but you can see that we can see all the way down into all of that excess storage. And something else that Rockwood is kind of known for is all of their aluminum framing. So this is a 6-side aluminum cage construction as far as the build of the RV goes, but it doesn't stop there. They do little things like build out the bed frame out of aluminum. It's never going to rot, it's never going to rust, it won't take on water and swell or collect mold. Aluminum's awesome, and it's lightweight and strong. They've incorporated drawers down here if you don't want to lift your bed. I think that's really cool. And there's some access to that storage in the back from the outside by way of a hatch. Notice that they put reading lights on either side of the bed up there, and there's a padded headboard, so sitting up at night is going to be something that feels pretty comfortable to do, thanks to the fact that we've got openable windows on either side. If we're camping somewhere where the weather's nice, we can catch a nice cross breeze and open everything up. I think all of this is just so well put together. It's such a smart design. It just feels very comfortable for a trailer that's under 26 foot in length. The bathroom that we passed right through, thanks to the layout, is actually pretty spacious. They've got a couple of things going on here. We have a foot flush toilet, but back behind it there's storage. Again, storage. There's a lot of it here. That's a huge bathroom closet. I can see keeping more than just towels there. And of course, we have our stand-up shower with the glass enclosure. There's a skylight up above because us tall people need a place to stick our head. At 6'3", I'm definitely in that thing, but I can stand up straight. The other thing they've included here is the shower miser system, which recirculates water off the line back into your fresh tank while you're waiting for it to get hot, so that you're not just filling up the gray tank. We'll link a video up top with more detail as to how that works. The main space for getting up and getting ready in the morning actually has a fair amount of counter space here for toothbrushes and other random little accessories that you may need. And there's a pretty big medicine cabinet up above as well. Again, GFCI outlets, all the works. There's even a fantastic fan up there with a Max Air vent cover, so we could run that thing even when it's raining outside to both clear the air out of here and help dehumidify, or just, again, nice day, let's let some fresh air into the system. Back up to the front will be by our entry door, and I don't think I mentioned it, but in that bedroom, there's a second access door to the outside. A lot of people ask for that. But by our main entry door, we have the WeRV main control panel. This thing's really cool. It's motion sensitive, so it lights up when somebody goes by it. This is also Bluetooth controllable, so it can link to an app back to your phone to allow you to run lights, awnings, and slides in and out from your phone instead of this panel. That's super neat. Now I want to do something we do in all of our recent videos, which is close up the slides, and let's see what is accessible. Okay. So with the slides in, when we come through the main entrance, I can get to my refrigerator, the stove, the main sink, the microwave, some of this cabinetry up high, definitely that front closet. If you remember, I told you I might use this as a pantry, and here's why. Because with this slide closed, I can't really get, at least not easily, to that big pantry section that was back there in the kitchen. And squeezing past the sofa and trying to get to the bathroom from here, you can do it, but it is a squeeze. So, but fortunately, if you remember earlier, we talked about how there's another door from the bedroom. You could open that and pretty easily jump up and into the bathroom. So as far as pit stops go, I'm going to give this thing like a 90% rating. I can really get to a lot of good stuff. I can get to most everything I need to get to without having to open any slides at all. I think that's pretty good. Let's open it back up and then jump outside and check out some of the features there. Outside, the Mini Lite has other cool features that are worth noting. Specifically right here at the entry, I want to point out that the stairs, which are the standard like solid step that we see in the industry, have a little something extra going on in that they're strut assisted. Notice how I had to almost catch it going up into there. So it has a strut that helps lift it, and it keeps it from just kind of falling on your head when you pull it out. I literally have to push this down into place. So that makes it a little easier to put away and to pull out for folks that may not be able to quite as strongly. And the back steps are done much the same way. We have the screenshot on the main door here that automatically closes our screen door. I think that's kind of cool. And a nice large grab handle. Of course, we have a lot of other features that we see on many other travel trailers that are comparable. Outside speakers, a giant electric awning that runs out at the touch of a button. It's electric. It's also LED lit. I think that's kind of cool. We have electric stabilizer jacks down low. They're the PS2 jacks. They are not for leveling the camper, but they are strong enough to keep it from moving around. They put some ground effect lighting on here just to kind of light our entryway up in the nighttime when you're in camp and don't want to blast everybody with tons of other lights. We've got some stuff that we see across much of the Rockwood line. They have the rail system on the side of their camper that they use to host a variety of accessories. In this particular case, we have a cool shelf for entertainment purposes. There's an outside TV mount already installed. They give you the backer plate, and that TV that we looked at inside also is on the same backer. So in theory, you could pop it off the wall, bring it out here, plug it up, and you've got cable out right there as well, and have your TV from your inside be your outside TV. I didn't mention it, but there's even a TV mount in the bedroom, which is something that's kind of cool as well. So this thing, TVs galore. There's plenty of entertainment options. They have some nice aluminum rims that are wrapped in Goodyear tires. Name brands are always something a lot of buyers like to see. They have that trust and faith in Goodyear. It's a company that's been around a long time. And then at the back, we have a cool little Suburban griddle that hooks up to the rail system that's installed at the rear. There is an LP out down low, so you could use that for a variety of things if you didn't want to use it for the griddle alone. I could see hooking up like a little campfire to it or a different type of stove, you name it. And then the table that doubles as our indoor table in front of that theater seating is so small and foldable that it's easy to bring outside and just use it as an extra prep space out here. I think that's pretty cool too. That's just something that's versatile. When you have a booth dinette, the chances of you bringing it out and actually using it for something are slim to none because that table's on weird little mountable posts. This I can use in a lot of different ways. At the very back of the camper, we have our spare tire mounted on our square tube bumper. Down below that, we have an accessory hitch with a 2-inch receiver so we can install things like bike racks or luggage carriers or firewood carriers, you name it. There's all sorts of different stuff. I've heard people putting like upright canoe carriers on the backs of these too. All of our windows are frameless, which is something that's kind of nice. It's a very sleek look. It sheds off rain whenever you have them open during a storm. And up high, we'll notice that it's equipped with a pre-installed wiring for a backup camera. So it's a plug-and-play system from Furrion. It's an aftermarket thing that you could run from inside your car. We have a ladder that runs up to the fully walkable roof, and that brings us around to the side with all of our hookups. Now Rockwood, with this model, they weren't able to incorporate pass-through storage at the very front of the unit, so they've carved out storage wherever they can. Up under the bed on the back side of the slide, we have a hatch that has a cool little magnetic latch that keeps it open and gives us access to some of the storage that's there. They've given us hatches that give us access to things like the water pump and filter accessories. Of course, they have this tapped off to where you shouldn't be able to mess with it unless you're doing repair work, but at least it's easily accessible. And then right here we have our dump station down low. We've got all of our water in, cable and satellite in, and even a nice little outside shower here for cleaning up messes or rinsing off dirty items before returning home. Our shoreline power plugs in right here as well. And we'll notice that both of our slides are equipped with slide toppers. That's a pretty cool add-on if you ask me. Continuing with the idea of just incorporating storage wherever they can cut it out. On the back side of the slide, behind the refrigerator, they had some dead space. It actually goes up pretty far. So you could put a few big things in here. I could see easily getting camp chairs in and out of it. And then at the very, very front, something kind of interesting, because this doesn't have pass-through storage, they found a way to add another little hatch. But what I find amusing is that's the cabinet door to our kitchen. That's kind of funny. So that was some of that storage that we were looking at as potential pantry space early on. At the very front of the unit, we have a molded fiberglass front cap with a rock guard down low. We've got that super cool glass windshield up here. I love these things. I love the load lights as well. I think they really look sharp. An electric tongue jack, a dual battery box, and a nice big propane tank cover so you could potentially expand the size if you needed to. I'm of the opinion that Rockwood really does a lot of things right with their builds. It's a high quality piece and the fit and finish is super nice. If I was on the market for a trailer right now, I might be looking at something exactly like this one, just because it seems to check a lot of boxes for me as a solo traveler. It's really a pretty cool little trailer, and you should definitely check it out for yourself in person at Southern RV in McDonough, Georgia, or visit us online at southernrv.com. If you like what you see here, like and subscribe. We're always putting out new content. And until next time, guys, happy camping.